What's up and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to talk about Buffer. Buffer is basically a social media automation tool. Now if you guys remember, I made a particular video about IFTTT, which is a really good video. I'm getting a good response from you guys. Well, I made a particular video about IFTTT, and in that I told you that it's only one and the only tool that is going to allow you to go ahead and schedule or automate your Pinterest for free. Well, that has changed because Buffer has recently went ahead and partnered with Pinterest, and since then they have included Pinterest in one of their free plans. So yeah, I mean the total number of social handles still remain the 3 is the number that you can go ahead and add. However, one of them can be Pinterest now on Buffer since they are partnered with Pinterest. In this particular video, I'm going to tell you how do you go ahead and schedule your Pinterest pins from Buffer for your Pinterest account. And I thought this would be something which would be helpful because since I got a good response from the IFTTT video. Now if you're looking for an automation tool, social media automation tool, IFTTT is the video for you. I'm going to link that at the end of this video. But if you're looking for a scheduling tool, yeah, keep on watching. Let's get started. Alright, so here we are on the Buffer application. I've already added my Pinterest account, but in case if you haven't yet added and if you already have 3 accounts, 3 social handles which are already active on your Buffer account, please do not remove any of that particular account because you will get an additional 4th account. Because Pinterest has just launched on Buffer, this happened with me. I had 3 accounts already and I added my Pinterest. However, I decided to remove my Instagram account from there, and that's where the funda happened. So I lost that particular account. Anyway, so if you haven't actually added Pinterest yet, please do not remove any of your accounts. It's going to give you an additional 4 accounts, wherein the normal free plan allows you for the 3 social handles, any which way. So the first thing you need to go ahead and do is of course add the Pinterest account. For adding, you can click on this connecting your profile. Now since I already have my Pinterest account connected, I won't be able to add it back, but you can go ahead and claim that particular process. Ideally, Pinterest is going to allow you to go ahead and sign in with your Google or your Facebook. That's the social media channels. Since I've already logged in with the Google account, it is not showing that way. So that was about the login part. In order to go ahead and schedule it, you can just go ahead and click on the create button here. So the first thing you'll need to focus on is the attachment. You need to click on this add attachment and it's going to give you a multiple amount of options. You can either go ahead and select the pin that you've created from your gallery. You can go ahead and use camera for your photos, create with remix, unsplashed images you can go ahead and directly add over here. Select the image from URL. This is going to be useful if you're trying to go ahead and schedule it on Pinterest and some other social network platforms all together, So that's going to be useful over there on Shopify. I'm going to go ahead with the gallery part and I'm going to go ahead and select the particular pins that I've created. So there are these 2 pins that I have created, and one of them is basically the socialsizes.io. It's basically one of the videos that I have already on my YouTube channel. You can go ahead and check out in the playlist section. You'll figure it out. You'll find it over there, and it's a really helpful website altogether to check out the dimensions of all social network platforms altogether. Anyway, so you have added that particular pin. Now you need to select the board. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on that one. Based on what that pin is, I have multiple amount of boards on my Pinterest account. I'm gonna go ahead and select social media over there, and you can go ahead and add the pin title that you want. Alright, so I've added one website for all social media dimensions because that's what our pin delivers, and then you can go ahead and add the URL. So for URL, I'm going to go to my YouTube channel. Alright, so this is the video basically. Alright, this is the video that I want you to go ahead. Oops. Yeah, so this was the video that I want to go ahead and add that in that particular pin. So I'm just going to copy the link from here and paste the URL. Now this is very important because if you go ahead and if you don't add this particular link, what it's gonna happen is it's just gonna post this particular image on your Pinterest account and it is not going to have any link. So whenever the user clicks on that, the user is not going to land up on any page, and thus your pin becomes a spam pin. So this is really important to add your destination URL. and we have done pretty much of it. Now in this particular section you can just write whatever you want to write. I'm gonna go ahead and still write a title based on website for all social media dimensions in 2021. So adding 2021 is basically going to increase a bit of discoverability on Pinterest, because 2021 a lot of people would be looking for this year's content, so that makes sense. Again, I'm gonna add certain hashtags. So social media marketing, social media tools. Earlier Pinterest did not give that much of importance for hashtags, but currently hashtags are one of the ways you can go ahead and search a particular post on Pinterest, as Pinterest is not just a social media, it's a search engine altogether. So make sure you add relevant hashtags as well. I'm going to add social sizes since that's the website name, and I'm going to add Tumblr, Twitter, whatever the websites, whatever the social networks are mentioned on that website, I'm going to add them. Facebook. I'm also going to add dimensions as one of the things, and social sizes. Pretty much good enough, and that's about it. Our Pinterest pin is ready to go ahead and launch. Now the next thing you want to go ahead and do is click on this next. Now it gives you another option. Now you can go ahead and share it right now. You can custom schedule it, you can add it to queue, and you can customize it. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it to queue, since there are 10 posts you can go ahead and schedule on a daily basis, and I have added it to queue. I already have set up a particular timing for posting the particular post. So when I have added it for the queue, it has automatically got added for 9 p.m. Now in case if you want to go ahead and maybe schedule it for a custom particular time, let's see how to do that. Alright, so I've added another pin over here. This time I have created, I've already had another creative with me, and I don't know if I can play this. So it's basically another pin altogether, it's another creative altogether for the same website or for the same video. So I've written best website for all the social media sizes for 2021. Social media, social media manager, social media management, social media tools would be one of the code, and free digital tools is one of the thing that goes. Instagram size, Pinterest dimensions, social media tools, and free digital tools. So I've added that particular thing, and I've added it to the different board this time. It's basically, earlier we saved it to social media, and this is design tools and shortcuts, since a lot of graphic designers would be looking for what are the social media post dimensions when they are designing for all the social networks. Anyway, so I'm gonna click on the next, and this way you can go ahead and click on the custom schedule. This time just select on whatever the date you want to go ahead and select it on, and set the time. Another option that you get over here is customize. So add a channel from another network to customize the content for each channel before scheduling. So this is basically, I think, I'm not going to get into it right now, because more or less it's going to be the same. You're not going to require that particular thing, but if you want, you can go ahead and check it out yourself. Custom schedule is good. I'm going to go ahead and right now custom schedule it maybe for a minute later. And August 4th. Okay. Today is what, August 4th. I'm gonna go ahead for, okay fine, I'll just go ahead with this particular schedule, and that's about it. We have a scheduled pin altogether over here, so it's gonna go by 10:41 p.m. and this one is already in the queue, and it's gonna go at 9 o'clock. Alright, so now talking about a bit of the IFTTT application. Why is it important to add this particular hashtags in your post is, I want to show you my Twitter account, and I have automated my my Pinterest with my Twitter. So whenever I post anything on my Pinterest, it automatically gets posted on my Twitter as well. And if you can see, there are these hashtags which have been included by Buffer you can check this particular customized link which have been added. It's really important for you to add those hashtags for Pinterest as well as on Twitter, because it's gonna give you that number of impressions. Now I think this particular tweet has not got those many impressions, but I want to show you one of the tweet that I posted yesterday, and it has got some really good impressions for our account, which is a really new account. I've got 175 impressions and total number of 10 engagements with that particular tweet without promoting anything, and I have a small following on Twitter as well. Anyway, so adding those particular hashtags is going to go ahead, and it's like what do you call it is like the snowball effect, because the hashtags you keep on adding on your Twitter account are gonna get accumulated on Twitter, and whenever people search a particular post through that hashtag, it's going to be a possibility people are going to organically land up on your video or your Pinterest account in this particular matter of fact. But yeah, so this is the reason you should use IFTTT. Again, if you have not checked out that particular video, you need to check out that video. And I hope you find this particular video helpful. If you like the video, guys, please hit the like button. In the next video, I'll be showing you how do you go ahead and upload, or how do you post on Buffer or together on Pinterest and on your LinkedIn account. What are the things that you need to go ahead and understand, because posting at the same time could be a bit difficult or could be a bit confusing, is what I got to know when I was doing it or when I was testing it myself. So if you want to watch that, you can go ahead and move on to the next video. That will be about it. Alright, so I just forgot one point. In case if you go ahead and forget to add the link of your video or your blog in your pin from on the Buffer, on your Pinterest pin on the Buffer application, what you can do is you can go ahead and visit your Pinterest account, of course, and in the created section, go on the created one, not the saved one. Just press and hold the pin that you want to go ahead and edit. Once you go ahead and edit it, it's gonna give you an option to add the particular website. So from here you can add that particular forgotten link. I'm sorry I did not mention it, forgot to mention it. Anyway, I hope this video was helpful, guys. Stay tuned for the next one. Till then, keep watching the channel.